Dryfire, guys, it's an essential tool to make you a better shooter. We've talked about it before. This is something that you can do in the safety of your home, especially with things that are happening recently in the world. You know, it's saving you money by not necessarily being able to go to the range, and also you're still able to practice here, right? There's plenty of tools that you can use when it comes to Dryfire. Thinking about just the weapons option, you know, there's obviously your own handgun you can be using. You know, your handgun for home defense, or your EDC concealed carry handgun. Or there's things like blue guns that you can use, there's airsoft guns, there's the SIRT pistol, which is an awesome training tool that you guys can be using. Then thinking about timers, right? So I have my pack timer, which you guys have seen before. There's also other timers as well as there's apps that you can just download to your phone. One we like a lot, recommend, is the Range Fox. You know, you guys have heard about it before, also because of their free target that we recommend a ton. But guys, you know, there's just different options that you can have for Dryfire. Then thinking about, you know, what you're running in the handgun itself. You know, I'm running a dry mag, but then I'm still wanting to have a visual indicator, chamber plug, so I have the barrel block in there. If I was wanting to run it with a mag, then I'd, you know, get the mag block from barrel block, and it's there holding it down. You guys have seen that before. There's also something awesome like the Dryfire mag, really cool tool that you guys can use depending on the handgun you have. So guys, there's tons of awesome tools for Dryfire. You really don't have an excuse to not Dryfire, and why would you want to have an excuse when this is making you a better shooter, okay? So if you guys want to pause this real quick and go grab your handgun, do it, because we're about to do some Dryfire reps and you guys can tag along. So just thinking about it, first off here, just get a couple smooth practices without the time, especially thinking about maybe for people that don't, you know, conceal carry when they're going out in public, or don't just carry at all, it's only for home defense. You're maybe just doing this, you know, extensions. So you're picking it up out of your staging location, your safe, something like that, and you have it here at the high compress ready position while you're moving around or something like that. And then you're just extending out. And we can just do a couple practices of extension as we're just getting smooth reps of extending our handgun out, getting our sights to the line of sight, and not, you know, dipping our head down or anything like that. All these practices that are happening, right, guys? And then with that, obviously, with Dryfire, all the other fundamentals, the mechanics are working that you're practicing. You know, when you're getting the drawing and things like that, you're extending it out and you're pulling the trigger, you're looking at your sights, you know, to diagnose them, not necessarily because that's how we'd actually do it when we're actually shooting, but we're focusing on the sights, because with the sights is how you can really self-diagnose if you're, you know, causing something wrong. Everything can be smooth up until the trigger pull, and then the trigger pull happens and your sights go like that, or they go like that, you know. And what does that mean? Well, your trigger control is a little off because your trigger pull is not being smooth, it's not being steady, and things that's causing the handgun to move a little bit. So all these things, guys, it's not just to, you know, be kind of flashy or like get reps in, drawing from the holster, you know, even though you definitely want to do that. You can add tons of different things. You can just do the reps of just getting it out of the holster, and that's it, you know. You can do it with the trigger pull, you can do all kinds of different things, but each stage that you guys do this, you should be diagnosing yourself, okay? So here we go, guys. This is going to be the reps I was talking about. Just going to do 5 quick ones. At minimum, guys, we want to be under 2 seconds. So this is what we're going to do here, 5 seconds, or 5 reps of 2 seconds, okay? So with these reps, remember, guys, you're not trying to just race. Like, you want to be able to have smooth Dryfire drills that are happening. You're not just doing this to be cool or anything like that. If you guys don't have everything down, maybe you shouldn't be using the timer, right? You need to be just getting everything down before you're trying to push yourself on time. But once you get there, get to that 2 second minimum and then push yourself. And I think all of us at times catch ourselves just trying to get you know, reps in and not actually focusing too much. And, you know, this is actual training, guys. We're using Dryfire to actually train, so don't just, you know, do it as a check the box and that's it, I'm done with Dryfire. So guys, this, I just did a simple post and things like that, but you guys can use this to practice. Now, I know this post might get lost in the feed or things like that, so what I'm going to do, and so you guys, you know, don't have to try to download an app, buy a timer, buy all these tools, things like that, I'm going to do 10 reps at 2 seconds, and then if that's maybe not as challenging, you guys can maybe hit that time. We'll slowly progress doing faster time, and I'm going to put it in the highlights. So for today, it's going to be on the story, but then it's going to stay on our page in the highlights, and you guys can just go through, you just tap it and let it go through the 10 reps, or keep going if you need, and you can go faster or back it back up once you get those 10 reps and go through. Guys, Dryfire, super important tool to better your reactive defense.